you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to The Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and welcome back to The Songwriter Show. I'm your humble host, Sarantos, a solo music artist who's been writing lyrics for as long as I can remember. Words are so important to me, and that's why I love to host this show for you every single Tuesday evening on Reality Radio 101. I believe that every song is an important story. Tonight, I'm so happy to have on the show Bryan Cozort. Coming from an already musically gifted family, he's always been around music from the time he was a toddler. At age 9 or 10, he experienced his first bluegrass music show and fell in love. Then he began leaning towards playing the mandolin, then the guitar, the bass, and through the years, he's played in a bunch of groups and eventually has released 3 solo projects on his own.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, Bryan. How are you, man?
I'm doing really well. How about you?
I'm doing well. So thank you for being on the show tonight, man. So, coming from a musical family, I feel like you probably had a huge advantage. But did you ever feel pressured, like you had to play an instrument or you had to do something musical?
Oh, absolutely not. Music has just been in my blood for so long. I mean, like I was saying in my bio, just from the time as I was a toddler, every year my family would get together, maybe on the 4th of July or something like that, and have get-togethers and play music, and they could play all kinds of songs around the campfire with their guitars, and it's some of the greatest memories that I have of my childhood, and it came natural. It really did, and I started, like I said, there about when I was 9 or 10 years old, really getting serious about it, and I wanted to learn an instrument, and my uncle had presented the guitar to me, but it was so large at the time that I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And then I went to my first bluegrass show, and I discovered the mandolin, and from there I was hooked. And that's what I wanted to play, and I strove to play, and spent close to 30 years perfecting that mandolin. So,
what's your fondest musical memory in your neighborhood, not in your house, in your neighborhood or your town?
Again, just to get together with the family, playing music, lots of friends, that sort of thing. I never really got a chance to do much with concerts or anything like that. I guess you could say bluegrass festivals and kind of Saturday night shows was my concert, so to speak. So,
tell us a little bit about how you come up with a song. What do you start the mandolin? How do you do it?
Mandolin, it's my primary instrument and my best instrument, but the songs that I've written, 11 to date so far, they've literally just fell out of the air. It's like a higher power just kind of sent the songs down to me, and I had to figure them out. And usually when I start writing a song, I go with the music first, so the instrumentation, because that's kind of natural for me. I've always been very instrumental, and any instrumental music I can play, and every chance I get, I do it. From there, and once I get that basic arrangement down, I then start working on the lyrics and seeing how the lyrics are going to fit into that. And it literally just comes out of the air. It's it's hard to explain.
Sure, okay. How often do you write? Do you try to write every day, every week, or how often do you write?
Well, I started writing probably seriously around 2019, and I had a couple songs in the back of my head there, kind of floating around, and I put a little bit of work into them, and then life kind of got in the way, and I fell away from that. But it was 2020. I had taken a vacation to West Virginia, and that's where a lot of my family are from and still live there today. So I had been singing down there one night, and I grabbed my mandolin out just to kind of play around and noodle a little bit, and then these songs started coming out of the air to me. Those 2 songs I literally wrote probably within 2 hours. It's amazing how things work, and it was The Hills of Raleigh County and Mom Song, which are both songs on my solo project, also called Mom Song.
What advice would you give someone who is going to start playing the mandolin? Any advice?
Oh, definitely. Make sure you actually want to do it first, because even me, at first, I was kind of skeptical of it, but I really sat down. So just you got to have the want and the drive to do it. Okay, and then practice, 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 practice. Get as much of that in as you can. Get knowledge from other players too, and the way they do things. That's a lot of how I learned to play. Really, obviously watching others and things like that. And I had some folks that showed me, little bits and pieces here for some chords and stuff, but I never really took any formal lessons. I was self-taught.
Tell us about this song that we're going to hear. What inspired this one?
Okay, it's Amber Jewel, I'll Always Love You. So Amber came into my life at the time of writing that song about 2 years ago. And she's just been a blessing and just a gift in my life, somebody that I'd been looking for a long time. And I've been in a lot of lows in my life, and she's helped me come back from out of those lows. And I got to thinking one night about how great she is and just how gifted, I was with her. And I went to bed, and I had to work the next day, but I went to bed and I woke up at about 1:30, and the ideas for the song and the words just kind of started overflowing in my brain. And I got up and I started writing on the words down. And following week, I went ahead and worked on the music, and I kind of put everything together. And I would say in the course of a week or two, I had her song made up. And she's just my love, and I love her dearly. And I wanted to give her something as a gift, and I literally gave her that song as a gift for Christmas. So, needless to say, she was pretty happy about that. So.
Awesome. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's take a listen, and we'll come back and talk some more, okay?
Okay.
Awesome.
I've searched the whole world over for many long years. Loneliness and sadness, I've cried many a tear. Till the day that like a raindrop you fell from above. The Lord sent to me the one I'm meant to love. Amber Jewel, I've been longing for you. I've prayed like a dream, you finally came true. I'm whole again and loved, all because of you. Amber Jewel, I'll always love you. Her kisses and her hugs, a touch that's so true. Her beauty and her smile, no longer high and blue. She's a partner in crime, that's perfect in my life. I thank God every day He sent her for mine. Amber Jewel, I've been longing for you. I've prayed like a dream, you finally came true. I'm home again and loved, all because of you. Amber Jewel, I'll always love you. Amber Jewel, I've been longing for you. I've prayed like a dream, you finally came true. I'm whole again and loved, all because of you. Amber Jewel, I'll always love you. I'm whole again and loved, all because of you. Amber Jewel, I'll always love you.
Well, thank you for sharing that song with us tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
So what do you have planned for the fans this year? Anything in terms of gigs, anything in terms of new music? What do you got for them?
I'm working on some new music right now. It's a slow process. writing a little bit. Life's kind of gotten in the way, some health challenges and things like that. So I've actually taken a little bit of a break. I'm trying to get back more active in it, but I'm not committed to really any groups right now. I'm just sort of doing my own thing. Something I've been wanting to do, for as long as I've been playing. I made that happen, in 2021 when I released Mom Song, my first album.
Do you teach music at all, or the mandolin?
I have not actually given anybody lessons.
All right.
I've been asked, but I just could never make it work out. Especially nowadays, since I've gotten older, maybe a little more patient, I could probably start exploring into giving lessons if anybody would be interested out there. I'd definitely be happy to get them started in the best way I can. So
Sure. How do you get started? It was a little different for you because you were in the family, but how do you get started transitioning to a professional status?
Well, I'd say a lot of experience. Experience. I never made it really big out there. Name brand artist. I've always been more of like a local and regional person, and that includes the groups that I've played in. But if you really want to take it to that next level, work hard, practicing, and then most importantly, get with the right people. And a lot of times too, things just fall in place at the right time. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. But and biggest thing I can give to anybody out there: never give up. Keep trying. If it's something you love and it gives you enjoyment, and that's really where it matters in the beginning, anyway. So just work hard, and you'll get there.
That's all you got to do, right? Is just work hard.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. One of the questions I like to ask a lot of people is about scams. Any scams you've fallen for? Any that you want to warn us about?
No, I'm pretty careful with things. Lucky to say I haven't actually been scammed. I like to do homework. I like to research about something before I get into it. There's just too many scams out there in the world today. That people fall for, and it's a terrible thing. And I'd rather not be the victim on that. So,
Is there any career advice you received for someone in your family that you want to share with us that you thought was great?
career advice, such as I'm kind of
Such as don't trust anybody? I don't know, just any kind of career advice that someone in the family gave you.
oh, it would definitely be my uncle. He said if you're ever getting down on your music or anything like that, and I'll be the first to admit I've been in those boats, and it's not a great place to be. But if you're ever getting down, just remember that you're gifted, and you're gifted for a reason. And somebody out there is going to get enjoyment out of what you do, whether it's 10,000 people or 1,000 people or one person. So he just always say, keep your head up, keep the work up, and in the end, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah. Okay. When you look at social media, do you think that's helped you, hurt you? Any comments on that specifically for your career?
Absolutely, yeah. Social media is a powerful thing, and anytime I made any releases or songs up like that, I can always post on there, and it gets the word out. And unfortunately, at this point in time, I don't have a formal music page for myself, but I'm looking to start one of those maybe before long, or by the end of the year, I'd say. Feeling like I'm needing one of those, but I am available on other sites as well.
Okay. Are you a comic book nut? Do you have any comic book that you like to read that you want to share with us?
Comic books, never really got into those. As far as reading, I like murder mysteries and things like that, horror movies and things like that I like to watch. Television's actually something I stray away from quite a bit.
All right. If there was a career or dream job that you could make out of thin air, what would it be?
Full-time musician. I've always wanted to do that, even if it's just for a short 3 or 4 years, just to kind of have the experience and get that under my belt. Again, I think it's about being in the right place at the right time as far as those opportunities. But I could just we stay working towards that, and if it's meant to be, it'll happen. So definitely full-time musician would be my top job.
Do you have any hidden talent that you want to confess to us on the show tonight?
Oh, hidden talent. I've always been a technology geek, so to speak. If you ever need anything done with your computer, feel free to ask, and I can probably help you. I've always been into electronic-y things like that ever since I was probably a teenager. So I'm a little technical in that department, so feel free to kind of.
Well, it's if you could create some kind of AI or create some kind of technical thing that could help you that isn't around today, what would that be?
I'm not really sure.
All right, what do you think about when you're alone in your car?
What do I think about in the car alone? Music. Quite a bit of music, or I'm thinking about my girlfriend Amber, since she's my number one.
All right, so tell us about your websites, your socials. Where can people buy your stuff, stream it before we let you go?
Okay, yeah, like I said before, I don't have a formal website yet, but my projects are available on YouTube, regular YouTube, and YouTube Music, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, Pandora Radio, and Spotify. Any of those outlets, if you just type in Bryan Cozort or Bryan Cozort Music, it's pretty easy to find me on there. So the Facebook page, I'm going to probably do a Facebook page, like I say, maybe by the end of the year. I'd like to get something rolling on that. It just takes some time.
Okay. I want to thank you so much for being on the show tonight, dude.
Oh, thank you for having me. I sure enjoyed it.
You're welcome. We enjoyed it too. And to all the listeners out there, thank you for sharing a little bit of your time with us tonight. If any of you are artists out there and you want to be on the Songwriter Show, please go to the interview request form at songwritershow.com. Otherwise, thank you so much again for listening. We hope your unique story gets heard around the world too. My name is Sarantos. Please join us every Tuesday evening on Reality Radio 101 to hear other awesome artists and people share their fascinating behind-the-scenes stories right here at the Songwriter Show. Have a great night. I love you all.
The sky turns black, a day I never wanted, a day I feared, the air feels haunted. It's here too soon, it steals my breath. No one should have to stand this close to death. Stomach turns, lungs on fire, my mind burns, heart's wide. The air is thick and I feel sick. The clock won't tick and you're gone. If you know the day is heavy, if you go through this and I'm not ready, if you live through a day this messy, for good and I've lost the fight. There's no way back and nothing feels right. I stand alone, lost without you. My tears grow angry, no one to shout to. Stomach turns, lungs on fire, my mind burns, heart's wide. The air is thick and I feel sick. The clock won't tick and you're gone. If you know the day this heavy, if you go through this and I'm not ready, if you live through a day this messy, I gave all I had, I gave you all my time. Worked every day, crossed every line. What do I do now? I don't know. No one's ready when it's time for your kid to go. If you know a day this heavy, if you go through this and I'm not ready, messy. Few move on. Few, so few.
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.